Thank you very much for that. I don't want to follow that. Anyways, I'd like to say thank you all too for being here. And my name is Rose, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My mother was a single parent, and she had 4 children. I spent my childhood in and out of foster care. For me, this meant a life in more than 30 different placements. Foster homes, group homes, secure and open placements. And this left me with the feeling of being completely alone in this world. I didn't seem to fit in anywhere. After being in 18 different schools, school did not seem to be important. It was easier not to go where I did not belong. And I simply hung out with people that accepted me for who I was. At a very young age, I began working on the streets and living in motels, earning a living to keep my habit going. Predictably, at the age of 16, I became pregnant. My new daughter inspired me to change my life. However, it was difficult being a young teenage mom, and I was overwhelmed with the fear that child welfare would come in and take my baby away at any moment. Then one day I realized, if I really wanted to make a difference, stop the cycle I was living, and in order to give my daughter the best chance, I had crucial decisions I had to make. I thought we could make it, but I was only given 2 weeks by child welfare to get my affairs in order, and I had no options for emergency funding. I was faced with my biggest life-altering event. I had to give her up for adoption. This was the hardest thing I've ever done. I think about her every day. However, I know that this was the best gift I could have ever given her. Her file will never be as long as mine. After this huge decision, I fell into a deep depression. Then something pushed me to make a choice to move on with my life. I knew I needed to obtain an education if I ever wanted to give back. So I enrolled at Norquest College. While being at Norquest, I have been active on the student council as well as academic council. And I am a proud student advocate for 1,000 women. And the school has services to support me and others. I have an educational strategist, and I get extra time on my exams due to my ADHD. Unfortunately, I have had to access things like the Student Emergency Fund for the food bank, bus tickets, and with their assistance was able to receive a fleeing and abusive relationship fund, which allowed me to secure an emergency deposit for an apartment. Last year, I applied for and was awarded the Rachel Hope Bursary. This bursary is named after Rachel Quinney, a young woman whose hope for a fresh start in life was cut short by her murder in June 2004. I worked with and lived with Rachel on the street. It was truly an honor to know her, and her desire for a better life inspired me. There are alarming statistics that state that more than 500 women living this lifestyle have gone missing or have been murdered in Canada over the past 18 years. They say that 1 out of every 10 will make the choice to change and recover. I am so grateful and humbled to be alive and speaking with you all here today. I received this award because of my volunteer work in the community. I ran a youth meeting for Cocaine Anonymous, as well as spoke at hospitals and other institutions about the effects of drugs and alcohol. I was so touched to receive this award, and I was so happy. At that moment, life couldn't get much better, or so I thought. 2 days later, or rather 6 years later, my daughter's adoptive parents initiated contact with me. Last Christmas, I wrote a letter and sent a small gift to my daughter, who is now 8. I received the best gift in my life. Just a few pictures of her and samples of her schoolwork. I am so incredibly proud of her, and I'm proud of myself for giving my daughter a chance, and for giving myself a chance to break the cycle. My story appeared earlier this year on the front page of the Edmonton Journal. And on June 1st, I was featured in a documentary on Alberta Primetime. People have since contacted me to let me know personally how my story has inspired them to change. Who would have thought a former statistic could be a part of such positive change? Most recently, I have been chosen to receive the Government of Alberta Gary McPherson Leadership Award, as well as the Lawrence Duperron Award for Leadership. Because I believe so strongly in this movement, I was inspired to make a financial donation and become one of you 5,000 women. During my journey this past year, I've spoken at numerous events sharing my story in support of this movement. Norquest has always been there for me, but to have the added support from various members and groups in the community feels wonderful. The passion and dedication I see within the 1,000 women is continuing to build and open doors for women just like me who can benefit from this support. I'm inspired to continue to work towards my goals and dreams. Today I'm doing really well. However, I've had to learn life on life's terms. And in no way has that been easy. But with my hard work and continuing dedication, I will graduate by 2013 with my social work diploma. Perhaps one day I will be in a position to create my own bursary that will be awarded to a woman just like me. I have been clean from my drug of choice for close to 5 years. I have found a home here at Norquest. I belong, I feel valued, and my needs are met. Truer words have not been spoken than those spoken before me. Possibilities are only visible, or only possible if they are visible and attainable. Thank you very much.